Benji! 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 Talk to me, baby! Talk to me, baby! What is going on right now in the Call of Duty community right now? There's a team trying to make changes when they can't make changes. Benji, talk to me.
So here's the dealio, and this part I don't know. So I've heard the same thing of everybody here that supposedly Boston is trying to bring in Snoopy. But here's the thing.
Shit.
Here's the thing. So from my understanding, prior to the weekend, right? Anyone that you had in your roster, active roster, subcontract, those are the only players you can use for champs, right? You can make swaps between both, and you could go from there.
Okay.
And so I'm confused because if Snoopy was already on a subcontract, then I guess they can do this.
Right.
If not, I don't see how they can do it because as far as I know, the rule is, you know, you can't just wake up today and be like, Snoopy's our sub, we're bringing to the active roster.
That's
like,
not how the rules go, Mr. Benji Nassim. That's not how they go.
Is that true?
That's what you're telling me, and you're Mr. Rule. You're Mr. Rule Set. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know,
I'm
Ben, you know every rule for every esport for every sport.
That's not true.
That is true. You know everything.
That's not true.
Okay? You know fucking every rule of everything.
That's not true.
And anyway, Ben, say they do make the change and get Snoopy. What the fuck is that gonna do? Benji, go ahead.
I don't know, Tom. I mean,
What's he gonna do?
I don't think stacking more, like, this seems like just throwing more skill at it just to see if it fixes, like, the problem with the team. I mean, Tom, what have we said for a long time is the issue of Boston?
Bro, they got fucking 3 filthy, dirty kill whores, 3 of them. And they're doing it in broad daylight. They're doing it in broad fucking daylight for everybody to see. I can't believe it. Now, I want to say this again. I need to say this again because I feel like when I don't say this is what they say. I think everybody on Boston are very, very good players. I think they're very skillful players. But I don't think they have any clue how to actually build a team, like a formula, like what you need for a winning team, the roles you need, the pace you need, the different play styles you need. You need to fit the right people for the team, Ben. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Nothing
Tom,
they're doing is making any sense. At least to me, at least in my eyes, in my eyes.
So a couple things. First off, thinking about the personnel on this team and the fact that they just made changes, I would be surprised. Would you agree with me? They'd be surprised the players on the team were the one driving this change. Like they woke up today and they were like, "Yo, let's bring Snoopy in." Do you think that was a player-led thing, or do you think?
I have no fucking idea. And honestly, it was definitely probably a player-led thing, which makes me think that there's a problem within their camp and it's a culture problem. And I was just talking about culture, Ben. That's why the New York Subliners are doing well right now. They got the culture, bro. Even when things aren't going good, they're going good. Deep down for the New York Subliners, everything has been going good. They've gone through some rough times, but you could tell that they still have faith in each other, faith in the team. There might be a culture issue in a Boston Breach camp, and we gotta figure this out. I don't know what's going on here, Ben. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's going on. I think they should bring in Doug Censor at this fucking point. Okay, speaking of that, let's tune on board. Let's go see what Breaking Point had to say about all this. Whoa! If that isn't Doug Censor caught at the casino in Vegas, he's already there 3 weeks early, getting ready, training, getting his mind right.
I don't think it's a casino, brother.
He's in a casino right now. You can see him there. Okay. Look at him, chat. Look at him. Boom. I don't know what the heck is around his hip. What is that? Is that a case for his phone? Or is that a fucking...
It's a meme, Tom. They photoshopped them onto a common meme. So.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Ben, who would have thought I'm the boomer and not you? Who would have thought? Who would have fucked? My bad, Ben. That wasn't supposed to be a stray. I was just fucking, you know what I'm saying? I was roasting myself. I was trying to roast myself.
Okay, I'll go.
You know what I'm saying? My bad, bro. My bad. Yeah, so, Ben, you think it's a good decision or what? Say they get Snoopy in. Is it a good decision? Yes or no?
I mean, I don't... For Reese, like, I mean, yeah, like maybe he's gonna get a couple more kills than Reese, but like that's not their problem. Their problem is they just make the wrong decisions at the end of games. They hit old time instead of rotating the P1 on Fortress, and they've blown that about 55,000 times.
Right.
The last couple of times we've seen the map. It's not that people can't shoot straight and they're dropping 0.7s, that they're not making the right decisions as a team. And that could come down to individual decision making, or as you know, Tom, like being active in comms and as a team, deciding in the moment what you guys are going to do and committing to it in split second. Like,
oh yeah,
I a lot of that is leadership. And like, look, like, I'm one of those people, and I've been clear on the show with Boston. It's like, bro, this squad is one of the least experienced squads in the entire league. And you look at all the 8 teams in champs right now, Tom, and how many event wins are on every single team.
I'm listening.
And I don't think anyone in Boston's ever won a CDL pro event other than fucking Big Wake, and that was on LAN. So yeah, I don't
what was the last part you said? What was the last part? It wasn't on LAN?
Yeah, I mean the only match. Well, it's not a diss at Wake, Tom. I mean, he was on that really good Florida team.
That's a diss.
And no, it's not. I mean, the Florida team was good. I think they probably would have won at least the LAN if there were fucking LANs that year when they were getting good with Pharaoh. Rest in peace. But like since then, he hasn't been on a team that's made a final. Reese has made a final at a LAN event. Was Cold War what, Major 4?
Yeah,
against FaZe. They didn't win that.
Nope.
So it's like they don't have the experience like with everybody else. And so I mean, I feel like this is tough. I feel like, look, I think Snoopy's disgusting. You and I agree,
I think
like,
he's a good player too, Ben.
CDL level player, but like they're throwing him to the wolves here against Optic.
That's what I said. They're throwing him into the fucking fire pit. That's exactly what I said, Ben. They're just throwing him in there, and I don't. And on top of that, I mean, this is also, again, let's also say this. I don't know how the rules work. Apparently, this is like a shot like RC. Did you see what Alec tweeted out?
Well, yeah, but like. Alex making funny haha jokes on the timeline.
You can make roster changes. Someone let me know the fuck.
Well, so this is why, if someone knows, like I've had a couple people DM me and I'm like trying to find out like how they're able to like actually make this change, because it doesn't really make sense to me unless they're just trying to finesse the rules here. But I would guess, Tom. Here's what I would guess. I don't think it was a player decision. You want to my read on it?
Yeah, talk to me. What is your read on it? Give me the Benji Nassim read on the situation.
My read on it is that they haven't played well at the last 2 LANs. And that they probably didn't think that their current team was going to really do anything at the major or at champs, probably not be Optic. And what this move does is you now kind of have like very little table in Boston going to this event if you're Optic, because you don't know what maps are going to be good at with Snoopy. You don't know what search tactics they're going to cook up.
So you think Boston's trying to cook up some masterclass plan? You think that's what they're cooking up a masterclass plan? That's what you're coming down to.
Tom, listen, just like us nights after the events, they're hitting the craps table, they're rolling the dice, and they're seeing what's happening.
They got 3 dirty ones, 3 of them. Bro, I don't mind bringing Snoopy in if it's possible. I don't mind bringing Snoopy in. I just don't know if they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying.
No, they're trying what they can try though. Like I listen.
I mean, I will say that, Ben. They got nothing to lose if they want to try some shit and throw Snoopy near. I think Snoopy's a really good player. I can't say anything against Snoopy because based on what I've seen, I think Snoopy's really good. I've been gassing up Snoopy. I've been watching challengers a lot. I've been watching him, and I think Snoopy looks really good. I think Snoopy's definitely a player to watch, for sure. I think he's a good player. But apparently we got some more tweets coming out from... we got
a CDL Scrim Intel tweet.
From CDL Scrim Intel. The off-season's not even here, but it's here. And it's starting with a fucking... no, it's not actually here. I was just fucking... I thought I was going somewhere with that.
I thought you were reading the tweet. I thought that was part of the tweet. I was like,
When it comes to this change from Boston... I'm pretty sure it's a coaching staff decision and been taken out of player hands. So I guess we will see how this one goes. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. Ben, it's a coaching staff decision.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense, actually. Isn't that what you were speculating?
Yeah.
So you were just speculating what the CDL Scrim Intel said.
Yeah, because I just don't see why the players would like wake up Sunday night, like wake up Monday morning and be like, yeah, let's drop the guy that we just picked back up and we haven't gotten much time with, and just try with someone else going into the most important event of the season. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
if it could make sense from a coaching perspective, right? Where they're just, you know what? Let's just try fucking anything. It's like throwing a dart at a dartboard. But is it going to pay off for him? That's the question. Is Snoopy going to come in here and be the change that the Boston Breach has needed? Benjay, take the floor.
I mean, I still don't think this solves their key problem, which is experience and teamwork. Like that, like personnel swaps with the players they have, young players on the roster, is it going to fix that? The only way they're going to address this is in the offseason, as you and I have talked about, probably getting a veteran AR, bringing in some culture, things that they've learned from the rings that they've won, the champs that they've won, and bring that and apply that and get these young kids winning events. Like, I don't think this change is going to really change their position at this event. Maybe it gives them a better chance to get optic, but they're still getting max top 6, maybe top 4 at this event if they're lucky. They're not making it to a final with the squad. They haven't played good enough recently to do it. They haven't played good enough on LAN. I would say the last 2, maybe 3 events. I don't know how you want to look at Major 3 and how they played that event. Like to actually make a final. Like, I don't know, man. I get it. I mean, I get it. Like the skill thing, Reese over Snoopy. Like I kind of see, but this is really a dart throw, and I don't know if it's really going to net anything positive.
I mean, listen. Let me say this: Doug Censor Martin, you bring him in right now. I think they should do it, Ben. I think they should do it.
Bringing Doug?
I think if they're just going to throw some shots at the dartboard, you bring in Doug Censor Martin. What do you think about that?
I think that's a terrible idea.
Why?
Because Doug's going to...
They lost their culture. They lost their way. They've lost it. That's why Slay's been saying... That's why... Hey, bro, what has Slay been saying? He's never wrong. He's just early, right? And it worked with Seattle. And Slay was right about this one. We might have to say Slay was right about this one, Ben. We might have to. They have a culture problem. They need somebody in there that's gonna wake them up every morning, go get them breakfast together. Boom. Go do what they gotta do. Boom.
Hold on. First off, Doug had Atlanta FaZe winning this event, and they didn't win the event. Second, we've all been saying this, not to discredit Pat, because he's been right quite a bit this season. I'll give him that. We all have been saying this about Boston, that like their uphill battle is that this team is super young, and they don't have like... They've never won at this level before as a squad, or at least 2 people have. It's like very tricky. And every other team, Tom, look at every other team like that they're playing against, right? Atlanta FaZe. How many championships are probably on Atlanta FaZe? It's a lie. It's probably more than 50.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
like,
so where are you going with this?
No. Go look at all 8 teams of champs right now. Right.
I'm going. Matter of fact, I was actually just scrolling through Doug's page because I just wanted to see what Doug had to say about all this. I'm thinking maybe I could call Doug, maybe get him on and see what's going on from Doug's POV.
I assume Doug's probably working on this right now, but I'm curious if he'd hop on. Look at all the teams, right? Atlanta FaZe, they've got championships, they got rings. Optic, championship and rings. New York has championships. Does anyone in New York have a ring? No. No.
Nobody in New York has a ring.
Toronto Ultra has championships. They've won. LA Thieves has championships and rings. Rocker has championships. Seattle Surge has championships. Boston, outside of online events, does not.
So they don't have championships. They don't have a.
They've never gotten to that moment. Like, they don't know. Like, I'm saying there's like an experience gap. That,
right.
Like, they can't. Like, bringing in Snoopy, bringing in fucking whoever. Like, challengers, rookies, not.
You know who does have championships? You know who does?
You're about to say Doug.
Doug Censor fucking Martin.
Yeah, but
he's got chips.
The problem is you're bringing Doug, and he's. I mean, realistically.
That's what they need. They want to kill Horde. That's what they want to do. Just fucking kill Horde. They want us to just do it all.
I mean, bro, you're bringing Doug, though. You're going to have to redo your whole system. And, like, what kind of slinger are you going to get from Doug at the most important event of the season?
Doug will be in the hill with a trophy, playing like he's an actual fucking war. This guy's going to be going through fucking... He's going to be doing everything and anything he can. Bro, and in S&D, you know Doug's getting the bomb down. Half the pro teams don't even know how to get the bomb down. Doug's getting the fucking bomb down instantly, and he can play mind games with people. Doug can play mind. They're gonna think he's getting a bomb down because he's Doug. You start playing fucking mind, and you start playing mind games with people. Doug can play games. He could get busy.
Tom, it's not about. It's not necessarily about like doing all that. Although it's nice. You want to know Doug's stats?
But you said you're throwing darts at a dartboard.
Okay, but you want to know, like, just to be clear about what I'm about to say, like, do you know Doug's stats in Challengers Elite this season across all of the events? It's all online, by the way.
Where did he place this weekend?
They got third, I think, right?
Okay, he got top three. He got top three this weekend. He played good. Yeah. He did his thing. Boom, top three. Boom. Hey, boom.
Okay, but that's challenge. It's top three challengers. Okay, it's good placing, but like we're talking about Call of Duty champs here. There's a couple levels in between that. Okay. I hear what you're saying about Doug, but across all game modes this season in Challengers Elite, and I don't have land stats, if someone has, let me know. Doug at best dropped a 0.8, and that was in hard point. S&D was a 0.73, Control was a 0.76.
Yeah,
so
online.
Challengers Elite. I mean, do you think he's gonna slay better on land? You think he's gonna drop you a 0.9?
What do you have this event? What do you have on land this event?
Does someone know? Because I don't have land stats.
What do you have? What do you have this event on land? What did Doug Set Martin have?
If someone knows, let me know because I don't have land stats from this event for challengers.
All right. Whoever's got the land stats for this weekend in challenges.
Give us like a bunch of random
people
numbers,
are just
bro.
saying 1.5, 1.8, 2.0s. Come on, guys. Doug, you see? Or Ben, you see? Doug's got fucking. Look at it. He's fucking frying. Look at everybody in the chat. He's cooking. He's absolutely cooking, guys. Unbelievable.
Chat, here's the problem is like, I'd feel good about it if like, you know.
Now they're saying 423. Fucking assholes. Go ahead, Ben.
I feel good about it if they were not playing Optic, but like against Optic, like they got to kind of match slaying. It's going to really be hard to, and this is respectfully to Doug, like it's going to be really hard. They have some on their team that's going to really struggle to slay against Optic.
Ben.
That's not a realistic move.
What does Big Wake's tweet mean?
I mean, if you look at what rotation said, that fucking the players weren't the one that made this move, kind of makes sense. Big Wake's tweet now.
Listen, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like to me it wasn't his decision. You know, it looks to me like Big Wake is just losing just as much composure as we are, which makes me think, what is it, Benjay? What is it? It's culture. Something's going on. There's a break. There's a crack in the camp of the Boston Breach. And they're going to have to figure out how to close the gap. How to close it. That was actually pretty good, huh, Ben?
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good, huh? Doug solos. Doug get beans in there. Boom. Good to go.
Doug is not getting called up. Let's put the pin in that.
What about Anthony, Zinni, Tony? What about Tony?
Well, Zin.
Do you bring Tony back in?
I think Zin is enjoying the watch party life, and I don't think he's about to re-enable his deal with Boston at this point.
Snoopy versus Optic. Is Snoopy streaming right now? Is he live right now? Don't tell me he's live right now, scrimming, because we will go and analyze everything he's doing. Bring Doug in. Exactly. They're calling for him. They're fucking calling for him. We need Doug Censor Martin here. This is what we need. This is his opportunity. Ben, what perfect opportunity would it be for Doug to come in one tournament? Champs, a ring. What has Doug always wanted? A ring. And
he's not gonna get a ring on Boston.
And just give it everything that he's got. Just give it everything that he's got.
It's not gonna happen though.
Well, they might as well fucking go for it, bro. They might as well go for it, dude. You know?
I mean, sure.
Shawnee, some people are saying Shawnee. Some people are saying Shawnee's coming in. Or some people are saying Shawnee should come in. I don't think that's what they need. I think, and I'm surprised why Reese. What is it with Reese? Ben, what do you think it is with Reese? Why Reese?
I assume if it's a coaching staff decision, maybe Reese is one of those players that struggle to kind of understand the tactics and how they want to play. I'm just kind of speculating here. This is not based on any knowledge. Like maybe he's just someone that's sort of playing a little bit out of system, even though I feel like they've played better with him. I don't know. I don't have a great answer, Tom. A lot of the roster moves just kind of seem like them trying to bring in the next talented player in the academy, and then just seeing like who's not playing good or like who's not good playing good at practice, then dropping out and figuring it out. Like it doesn't. There's not a cohesiveness. And candidly, like I do think that this is one of these Boston breach moves. If this is real, that they should probably put out a video and explain, because I kind of see it, but I feel like this is tough for Reese, and I don't also think this is gonna increase your chances of winning champs.
Yeah, well now, and let me say something. Optic on the other side, right? They're a team who didn't win a map this major, right? Yeah. They're going into their first matchup is Boston. This is a good time to capitalize. To fucking, you know what I'm saying? Come out with a strong start and get some of that momentum going. Isn't that right, Ben? Or do you think that this is more now it's like on Optic side, well, what the fuck is going on? You know?
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously make things a little bit difficult to an extent for Optic, right? Because if they do make this move, you don't really have a lot of tape on this version of Boston unless you're gonna get some of the league scrims, I guess, for you. But
what's Pentagram's Twitter?
It's Pentagram with an X instead of a
Pentagram with an X.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay, maybe if we could get a link in the chat, that'd be phenomenal. If we can get a link in the chat, it'd be phenomenal. But yeah, apparently Pentagram tweeted something. Definitely down to check it out, see what's going on. But Ben, as expected, you think Optic are going to come out and have their way?
I don't know if they're going to have their way. I think they're going to win now. Pentagram tweeted, LOL, career's a movie. Wish I had it all recorded start to finish. So it sounds like the move's happening.
Okay, so it's actually happening. So this is no joke.
It's not happening. And this is one of those things I still need someone to explain to me, like the mechanism in which they're able to do this, because the best I've heard is someone said like he was on the academy. I'm like, cool. But like, it's one thing if you're on the academy and you signed a random contract with Oxygen Esports, and then another, I mean, you've signed a CDL contract. It's a whole formal contract with the league. There's sections that you modify the contract. Most of it is boilerplate that everybody signed. You have to have signed one of those deals in order to be considered a substitute or a member of the, starting roster. So I'd love to know how they're actually able to do this.
We got a text message from the Boston coach himself. Let me see. Boom. There's a lot of practice.
Wait, who texted you?
The Boston coach, Mr. Z himself. There's a lot of practice, but I don't know. I want to make sure he's okay with me sharing what he's telling me. You know what I mean? But it doesn't look bad. He's basically just saying he'll come on and talk one day, but
okay. Well,
right now is not
5 years from now.
No, I'm guessing he's thinking after the year, when the year's over, boom, he's here, and boom, he's gonna come and talk. You know what I mean? Unless he wants to talk now.
I mean, all I'll say to that is like that's nice, and we're happy to have him on. I think though, there's still an issue of Boston, like today, explaining the thought process to their fans as to why they're doing this. Like, I think that's a fair question to ask. Like, I totally am down. Any and all coaches and staff that want to come on and exit interview postmortem their season with us, like. We'd be happy. I think that would be a great thing.
Well,
but like,
from Zen's POV, I'm just okay. He said I could say okay. He said right that losing to London is not gonna win them champs. That's what he said. He said
he's not wrong,
and he's not wrong. He's not wrong at all. Like, and that's where it is, throwing the darts at a dartboard, right? Just making the change, right? At least he's just ripping the Band-Aid off. He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
So can you ask him though, like, if he can he explain, like, or I'm trying to figure out how you should phrase this where I'll actually give you an answer. Like, I would love for him to know the thought process as to how they arrived at dropping Reese.
Ben would like to know the thought process.
You're naming me, okay.
Behind
Reese. You're dropping Reese. Yeah. I don't think he's answering that one, but it's all good.
Can you answer that, my man?
So it sounds like the move is happening. If Zed's fucking texting you.
All right. I said, can you answer that, my man, with a handshake? He is more than welcome to not answer. He's more than welcome to not answer. Ben's just deep diving. He's deep diving in there.
Yeah.
Okay? Ben, sometimes you just gotta ask. You just gotta ask.
You just gotta fucking ask, bro.
Right? But listen, I don't want him to feel the need to answer anything, though, if he doesn't want to. You know, like at this point, they're doing what they gotta do, and they're sticking with it. And then maybe one day he'll come and talk about it. Doug is live. That's who I want to talk to. Doug, Censor Martin.
I don't think Doug's stream is live right now. I would have got a notification.
Oh, Ben was looking at the notifications. He was looking at the notifications here, folks. Apparently, there's a New York subliners tweet. Ben, why don't you check that out? What did the New York subliners say?
They're just memeing, bro.
They're memeing?
Yeah, I'll give you the tweet. It's pretty funny.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Put him in. Doug, Censor, Martin. Look at the community. Look at the fucking community. Look at these guys. Look. They want him. Yeah. Yeah, nah, they want him. Look at Doug doing the pull-ups. Look. Ben, are you watching my stream right now?
Oh, I think someone's gonna explain to me what happened here.
Bro, tune into my stream right now.
Yeah, I'm tuning.
Why wouldn't you? Backs against the line. Backs against the line. Everything comes down to one tournament. One fucking tournament. They're not happy with their last major. They're not happy. But they just wanna they wanna throw the dart at the dartboard. They wanna do something crazy. This is it. This is the time. Look at this guy. And you can't tell me it might not. Bro, he might come out there and just be everything that they need. He might be everything. Ben, how can you argue against that? How?
Because Doug doesn't slay at a level that would lead to success in the CDL.
Listen, he'll figure it out for one weekend, bro. They're clearly already chalking it up and trying other shit. You know what I mean? They're already... Listen, bro. This is stressful, bro. This is stressful, man. This is really stressful. If you get Doug on Boston Academy, seeing everyone on the team enter the league before him. Nah, come on, bro. What is this?
So I was told...
Nah.
So I had a couple of people DM me. Because I guess every coach and players watching your fucking stream right now.
Okay, are you allowed to say this, for one?
Yeah, I'm allowed to say this. Apparently, roster lock rules are a little funky. Apparently,
there's a loophole. Here we go.
From what I've been told, and I haven't been able to confirm this, but from what I'm told, you obviously can change someone and move them from sub to starter. That's a possibility for champs. But apparently, if a player was not signed to a team with like the professional contract, that is someone that you could pick up for champs theoretically. Not in an emergency situation, you could just pick them up. Mm-hmm. I haven't been able to confirm this, but I have had 2 people message me this, both who work for CDL teams. So okay. That seems like. So I'll give you why I think that's kind of hilarious. Is like I'll give you an example. The Alex tweet, right?
Yeah.
Let's say this is why I think this is kind of abusable, and I want to know more. It's like hypothetically, LAG, right, hadn't qualified for champs before Toronto. Like they could have just dropped Alec, right, released him from his contract. He wouldn't have played Toronto, and then Boston could have picked him up, and that would have been allowed if this is a rule, supposedly.
Right.
So I'm just confused. I'm like I said, Chad, there's not one person. So like, I don't know. This seems kind of wild to me that this is allowed, but if it's a rule, it's a rule.
So just re-say the rule one more time, just for people who missed it. Just re-say the rule.
I've had 2 people who work for CDL teams.
Okay.
Message me that supposedly, according to them, again, I haven't confirmed this with the league. So if like someone from Activision comes out, the outside comes out and says, well, that's not what the rule is, you know, I'm just telling you what I've been told.
Right.
Is that there are a couple of options as far as roster changes or changes you can make before champs. You can move someone from your starting lineup to a substitute spot, substitute to a starting lineup. That's one thing you can do. And you could also sign a player to your roster that was not a player who was signed to a roster at Toronto. So if they were not on a subcontract or not a starter contract at Toronto, right? They were just signed to a random deal. They were signed a no deal. That is somebody you can pick up for champs. Okay,
so basically you could have just cut out fucking except for the last 10 seconds, you could cut out the whole fucking 45 seconds before that. That's all I wanted to hear a second fucking time, Ben.
All right, well, first off, go fuck yourself, because I was trying to explain all. I'm sorry, you have fucking ADHD.
Oh my
god! And I gotta give it to you in 3 seconds.
Go fuck yourself. Watch your mouth. Hey, Ben, go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you.
What the fuck is your problem, bro? Come on, you gotta bring up my ADHD. Fucking asshole.
Nah, because you're coming here and roasting the way I said it, so go fuck yourself.
No, it's just you gotta get to the fucking point, Ben. You gotta get to the fucking point,
we're
not
in a rush. What are we in a rush to do here?
No, you're right. We're not in a rush. I'm just busting your balls. I am just busting your balls.
You are busting my fucking balls.
Nah, I'm just busting your balls. It's not often we get a flank, just me and you, man. It's fun, man. It's fun. Oh, shit.
Dude, what do you want, bro?
Oh, man. Now you want to join.
You're asking to join.
Now you want to join.
Yeah, I was mid-game. Like, of course. What do you want? What do you want from me?
Man, listen, bro.
Joe Woe in your chat, Tom.
We got Joe Woe in the chat.
Joe Woe and Waggy.
Joe Woe in the motherfucking chat. Joe Woe, you're very brave.
Nuts.
Good one, Chris. That's a fucking good one. It's a good one. It's a fucking good one, bro.
I don't know what's going on. So what happened? Like, what's going on here?
Duarte, I'm thinking
coming in.
I'm thinking you bring Doug in right now. I think you're crazy if you're not bossing. You don't bring in Doug. I think you're fucking crazy. I'm telling you. What do you think, Chris? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
I have no comments on the matter.
You're not.
Doug is mid-match, dude.
What do you mean? You got no fucking comments on a fucking matter? You're the flank host, co-host. You gotta give your fucking opinions. It's the whole point.
Yeah, honestly, I think Boston is fucking just dumb.
Okay, you think Boston
like their best placing team, their best results were with Nero,
Censor.
Vivid, Beans, and Awakening. And they refuse to put that team back together. So right. I don't know. Clearly, I think those guys all hate each other or something.
You think it's a culture problem? I don't think it.
It's 100% a culture problem.
That's what I said.
The team
and
that
then who's gonna
fix
the culture, bro? Who's gonna fix the culture?
Absolutely nobody. They are fucked.
Bro, are you seeing the same shit that I'm seeing?
About what?
The culture. You said nobody can fix the culture. Nobody.
Those guys all hate each other because whenever I tweet something about Boston being stupid, they all DM me LOLs, like like in like agreeance where they're just like LOLs.
I mean, brother, listen, bro. I don't know if you're seeing the same shit I'm seeing, but if anybody is fixing the fucking culture, it's Doug Censor Martin. It's him. It's him. He's the chosen one. He always has been, bro. He always has been. Think about it.
You can't even
just think about it. Just think about it.
I'm just face while you're saying this, bro.
Nah, it just is though. It just is.
I think the only person that can save Boston Breach is Yannick Garcia. No cap.
Just think about, bro. He literally has the accolades. He's won championships. He's done it before, and every time he does it, people are just like, how does he do it? But he does it. He just does it. Like, he does whatever. Bro, Doug is the most unselfish, will do whatever he's got to do for the dub type of player. It might be what Boston needs. It's all lining. The stars are lining. It's time. It's fucking time. They're literally, Ben, what did they say? What did the coach say? You know, we're not happy. We're not happy.
Something. Let me go see this one.
Yeah, he tweeted something. It was nothing. It's just a bunch of gifts, a bunch of shit. And listen, they said, Zed said it, bro. He said it. They lost to London. There's no way they win champs with that. So we're just trying. They're just trying something, bro. They're trying something.
I mean, I don't think he's wrong.
Yeah. So what basically Awake is saying is exactly what I'm saying. So I'm right on the. I always hit the nail on the head with these team problems, bro.
Here we go. Go ahead, Chris. How did you know it all?
Elaborate.
It's because I've been through very toxic situations in my career, and I always got scapegoated, and at times I was also at fault. So I think I know every single side of the spectrum when it comes to dealing with people.
Okay,
and
go ahead.
The fact that a team has its best results with X players and they refuse to put X players together again tells me they don't like each other. Chalk it up.
Yeah, this is probably actually on point, to be honest.
I mean, yeah, if your best results are playing with these 4 people and you can't get these motherfuckers to play with each other again, there's gotta be some unrepairable shit in there.
Speaks to what I've said about Boston. Like, I think the biggest what if for Boston this season was like, what if they had picked up Clay and let Zin walk? Because I think like, well, you have this situation right now where, again, there's a lack of experience on the player side on the team. The coaches have to fill that gap. And that's a dynamic that pretty much every other team in the league, I think, probably doesn't have. Like, even London, all those players have played.
We got
for like
breaking news.
Start the game.
Breaking news live in the chat. Beans for the Boston Breach. And he said, and I quote, Haggy making some solid drama. Tip it. Ladies and gentlemen, he's cooking Chris Parasite. In other words, Haggy's on a bullshit. He's spitting fugazi.
Nah, it's gotta be capped. Listen, bro. The same narrative got brought up when I said that when I said that Pred. Hold on, where is it? When I said that Pred being offered that spot on Optic and it not going through is gonna be the worst thing to happen to Seattle, bro. And what happened? Literally fell apart, bro. Like, listen, I know these things, bro. I've been playing for 15 fucking years, bro. Like, I've literally seen it all, bro. You ain't special.
Yeah, bro, you might be right. I mean, Chris, you might be right. I don't know.
Like, bro, you ain't special. I've seen this before. Listen, you know that saying where like when you're trolling, it's like, I've seen this movie before. Like, dead ass. I've seen this movie before, bro. You're not slick, bro.
Listen, sometimes life just brings you into a certain path. And sometimes things just line up and just add up.
Han.
And it's leaning. It's all going right back to Doug. It always leads back to Doug.
We need to discuss.
Always.
Can we circle back to like the earlier point on this about this roster lock thing?
Of course.
Bro, this means that Seattle, like if Seattle wants to make a change, they can pick up someone other than Gwyn. If this is the case, like they can go out to challengers and pick up fucking Abuza if they wanted to. Obviously, they have to get him a visa, but like they could pick up whoever as long as they weren't a pro or subcontract at Toronto.
Yeah, they could pick up anybody. They can literally pick up anybody in challengers. They can pick up anybody. Yeah, but anybody can do that, right? Any pro team can do that.
Back, let them know. Start the game.
Supposedly.
Start.
Which is crazy. Do you see any other teams now abusing that or trying to change from that or no?
Do what?
Chris, you haven't heard about the rule.
Yeah, Chris.
What's the rule? There's a rule?
There's a new rule.
I don't know if it's new, but apparently the way it works right now is the roster lock is only applies. You can make roster changes if someone is not on a pro or subcontract at Toronto. Like if someone's unattached to a team, right? Like in the case of Snzopy, he's probably not signed to a sub deal. Theoretically, they can.
Means you could pick up any amateur.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm about to start dropping motherfuckers right before Major 5 happens.
That's what I'm saying.
No, if I'm in org right before Major 5, I'm dropping all my subs and making my coaches my sub. And then if my team just goes south, I have everyone at my disposal.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Wait, that's a smart move, is it not?
I'm saying like, bro, like anyone on like Lightning and fucking LAG,
it's big brain,
could have like dropped their whole team, picked up like randoms, and then the people that were on their team before would theoretically be able to join other teams in the CDL or champs. Is at least how I read this rule now. Maybe there's some other carve out that you can't do that finesse, but that's what I was told. And like it confuses me greatly because I feel like you would have to consider that this fucking scumbag move would be possible.
Honestly, I'm down. Like,
you're down to come in for someone for champs. That we're saying.
Yeah. Sure, anyone need my services? Like,
listen, Chris. This is what. Listen, this leads all. Where does it lead back to, Chris? Where does it lead back to?
I don't know where you're going with this. Like,
yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Doug Censor Martin.
Yes, exactly, bro. Exactly. Also, what's going on with Illy? People want to know what's going on with Illy. Is he playing? Is he not playing?
No,
Illy can come in
until next year.
Illy can come in right now for somebody.
Yeah, but that guy's shiggity chalked.
I mean, he's not playing challengers. Wasn't that the Toronto event? Like,
bro, when your team drops you and you all of a sudden get second and go 5-0 in a stage, like he's not coming back.
He's playing SND8s.
Yeah, but that's because he's bored.
So why can't he play? Wait, so you're telling me if he had one opportunity to just get thrown into a team at champs,
I'm sure
he wouldn't
play,
do it?
but nobody wants to play with him.
Give him the opportunity. It's not just out there for him to just.
None of the champs teams are making changes besides this Boston team.
And I guess probably Seattle's not making a change, although
if Seattle doesn't make a change, then I don't know. Those guys are Kentucky Bake, World Star 360 turned on.
Listen,
temper shotted
that primo Tokyo, the fucking cannabis place that was right by our hotel. Fucking Tokyo Smoke, fucking Fugazi is what they're smoking. If they're not gonna make a change for this event.
Chris, if they bring in Snoopy, you think that's a good move or no?
No.
What do you mean? I don't know, bro. What the fuck bro, what the fuck you mean? I don't know.
I mean, he's a good player, but I don't know. Like, dude, I don't feel like they need kills.
Give your thoughts. If you were on that team, would you agree that bringing in Snoopy's a good play?
Nah, if I was on that team, I'd say, yo, get me off this fucking team. What is happening? That's what I would say.
We're getting the cheese. We're getting the fucking.
I would say I don't fuck with none of y'all, yo. You're sitting there watching.
We're getting the fucking cheese, bro.
We have a TJ Halley tweet on the timeline. It's a picture of him in a Boston hoodie from his previous venture on the team. You gotta think, Teach.
Yeah, not funny, bro. Yo, this is fucking hilarious, bro. This is fucking hilarious, dude. Holy shit. Oh, man. TJ. Bring him back.
Yo,
Get him in there.
What if it's not an SMG problem?
I mean, bro, it's not anything. Like, it's...
I mean,
their issue
Chris,
is not
that's what we've been saying,
like
bro.
Like a sub-ray AR thing. Like, they just don't... They have a knowledge and experience problem that is going to be very difficult to gap and bridge that gap.
No, honestly, dude, I think you guys are looking at it the wrong way. They're not saying enough deads. They need more of those. Dead!
No, they don't, bro. They don't need any more of those. We got a dono coming in. He said, nah, Haggy speaking facts. Beans just trying to save face. It's no way anybody is going to believe that they wouldn't put back together their best placing roster if they were all cool.
Well, yeah, bro. What? I literally told you guys the thing about the Nero thing at the event. You don't remember that shit, Ben?
I mean, I don't think we said on stream though.
Okay, well, I'm not saying it on stream, but I told you that. So, and then like, bro, they refused to do it. Listen, those guys do not fuck with each other, bro. I'm telling you right now. Yeah. I've seen this shit before, bro. Like, it's not rocket science.
I want to back Chris up, like, and I'm not gonna leak it either, but like, just to like.
Do you guys have more intel? Do you guys have the scoop?
Yeah, but this one is one of those things where like I think Chris would agree.
No, I'm saying it. I don't care. Okay. Listen. Nero is technically on the Boston team as a sub. Technically, and so is Zed. All right. So for these tournaments, you have to fly out your subs. They didn't pay for Nero's fucking travel or accommodation at any capacity to this tournament at all. And he was playing in challengers. He had to fund himself there, even though he's technically a sub and was a pro on the team. That is fucked up. What? Yo, hell no.
So just to clarify, so if they had their coach as a sub, then I guess Nero, when you say active roster, you're doing a lot of movement here. I just want to make sure we get this out there, because as far as I know, what the CDL considers active roster is the pros that are the starters and your one substitute. Now you can have multiple people on a subcontract, but they're not on the active roster, you know?
I don't give a fuck. The fact that fucking Nero wasn't fucking sent to the tournament, like he's literally was on their team like a week ago, and he's not being sent to the tournament. He's also competing in challengers, technically represents your org. And if something does happen at the event, God forbid, when you had the option to have Nero there, and you fucking what Zed? Motherfuckers are trying to save money. Like what is going on here?
Well, I assume they're also.
They don't give a fuck about Nero, bro.
Listen, Chad, don't hit me with the lens. I'm just trying to like give you guys like the devil's advocate other side of this. So don't listen, bro.
So Nero was like Nero was their sub, and basically what you're saying is he didn't plan out.
I mean, he's still signed to the team,
okay,
so I'm assuming.
I thought, aren't you supposed to?
Zed is also technically their sub, like on like.
So Den's,
so that's the thing. They don't have to send. They only have to send one sub technically, right?
Okay, so Den's hit me up. Den's hit me up. So what Den said, chill, because I think
let's hear this one.
Den's hit me up. He said Nero was not on our active roster, and they fly out. They have to pay to fly out. This is his words. They fly out their academy team and their full team, and that if they did have to substitute Nero in, they were obviously going to compensate him. But to your point, I assume there's still the question of,
bro, what? That's still disrespectful. He's competing. You know he's competing. You're going to make him pay for his own shit.
Yeah. I mean, even though he's paying for, not their.
Nah, bro. I don't care, bro. Like, that is still fucked. Like, I don't even care, dude. They don't care about bro. They don't care about bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a sub on your roster, like an active sub, he should be at the event. I thought that's how it just was. I thought all the active subs were at the event.
Still regular. He technically. So you said he's not an active roster. Still, that's still fucked up, bro. Like I said, I don't care. You got to fly out your academy team, all that stuff. But Nero is still a part of your team, and he's competing.
So what would happen? What would happen if something happened and he'd have to come in? They would fly him out. Would the league wouldn't just delay a match
right before the tournament, right before the match? Imagine that one.
Wait, how are you gonna do that though? How do you do that? You can't do that.
Listen, bro, they would be fucked. They would have been playing with Zed. I don't know. I just think it's stupid. I think it's disrespectful. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. Nero is still a part of your team, part of your organization. He's clearly competing. And why wouldn't you want to nurture that at all? Like, it blows my mind.
Yeah, this is where I'm still confused because, I understand, right? They are flying out a lot of people. Like, there are a lot of costs, but the additional money to fly out
channel.
one person in a hotel room, it's definitely.
Yeah. You know, another thing is, I was told. Another thing I was told. His agent told him not to fucking represent them, not to bring a single article of clothing with Boston stuff. You want another thing? So you know how like the players and stuff get passes. He had a GA bowl pass, not a team pass, no nothing. They didn't give him anything, bro. He was technically not there with Boston at all. Like, bro, I don't give a fuck the excuse. That is fucked up, huh?
Yo, don't never do no robbery with Chris. That boy will rat you out instantly.
Nah.
Yo, I was watching the stream. He said, I'm not gonna say it on stream. He's like, fuck,
bro. Nero would have done it. Nero would have done it eventually. If his team, I told him, if his team tried to tweet him out, because he was in challengers. Let's say his team did good in challengers. If they would have tried to tweet him out and he wouldn't have said anything, I would have tweeted them. And he was like, yeah, that's fine.
Is Nero cool with you just saying all this shit?
Bro, yeah, me and Dylan are boys, bro. He doesn't give a fuck.
All right, bro. Okay, it's fine. I mean, listen, bro. Everything that you're saying is not false. Like, yeah, I definitely think that's fucked. You know what I mean? Like, if he's an active sub on a roster, I was always under the assumption that every sub is there at the event. Period. Like with the team or like the same pass or whatever. Yeah, you just need one, right? But that he's their active sub. If something were to happen, he would play. No.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the situation.
They would probably pay him, like, but I mean, to Chris's point, like, this is the question I have for them is like the cost to fly him out, even though he's not paying for your academy team, he's technically on your roster in some aspects. Like, it's a couple $1,000. Like, I don't see why that's not a bridge they can't gap to make sure that there's like loyalty there, like, even though you'd moved him out of the roster, to your point, Chris, like showing that he's still part of the family, even though he's not part of the team, is like important. You set a culture, and that shit cascades to like how other people think about your team, like that are not currently your team, and maybe think about joining under your team, a year from now, 2 years from now, etc. It's like the little things, shit like that.
Tomas,
Doug Censor Martin, you bring him in right now. What are you doing? You doing that or what? Bringing Doug in right now.
Without question.
Ian, thank you. Thank you, Ian.
Bro. Doug's a winner, bro. Nobody on Boss is a winner. You gotta give him a shot.
That's what I'm trying to tell him. Ian, the stars are aligning. He's a champion. He's done it before. He's won chips. He's gonna go in there, throw trophies, rotate early, get in hills. He's literally what they need.
Look, wait, no trolling. Like,
he's literally what they need, bro.
I was kind of trolling right there, but with no trolling, I actually think Boston would be better with Doug on their team.
They might need to throw him in there, bro. It's all coming down to this one tournament. One tournament.
I don't know about that, Chris. You probably agree with me.
Boston's got, bro. I watched Boston play, man, and like they got shooters, but they don't know what the fuck's going on,
they're
bro.
Lost.
Like
they're lost,
bro. They have zero clue what's actually happening on the map.
They're shooters, though. But they're
at
shooters.
least Doug's gonna do something towards the dub. Like he might drop a 7, but like he got 3 minutes on a hill.
Yeah, but the problem is they're playing Optic, and Optic's a team that's just going to be like all speed. And if someone's dropping,
well, they're not. But
like,
Boston not being Optic by out shooting them or out talenting them.
That's
like,
not what they need.
Happening.
They don't need talent. Nobody needs.
They might.
They might. Okay, they might need some talent. But listen, Doug's been there. He's done that.
Wait, listen. But at the same
He's
time,
been there, done that.
That Snoopy guy. That Snoopy guy is actually kind of different, bro. That guy is cracked as fuck, twisted as fuck. Like he actually might like throw Optic for a loop,
saying
bro.
He's Vivid and Nero.
No. That guy is I'd say I'd compare his play style more to like Ants, like Shotzi's. He's very fast, agile, just literally twisted, bro. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, bro. Like he's not the same as like Reese.
Doug beat the Optic Dynasty, bro, and like
this guy just knows how to win, bro.
Doug can beat the Optic Dynasty. Doug can beat this Optic. Period.
Like exactly, bro. Exactly. People don't even know. They don't even know, bro. They don't fucking know, bro. They don't even know. That's what I'm trying. Ian, if you're gonna throw darts at a dartboard for COD champs, one event,
you might as well throw the biggest dart, which is Doug Censor Martin.
Biggest fucking dart in the fight. Bro, throw it at Doug. Fuck it. Go for it.
Doug, bro.
Damn, it's like, bro, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. And look at the Slayer, too. Look at the Slayer. I wonder what Pat thinks about all this. Ben, have you talked to Pat? Chris, any of you guys talked to Pat or no?
Pat?
No.
Yep.
Pat said...
What did he say? Is he in the DM? What did he say?
DM that you have muted. Pat said that he texted Doug, and Doug said that's not happening in regards to Snoopy. But Doug's also said that before. But a roster change and it's wrong, so you know
it's happening. You see all the reactions of all the players.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Wait, you all who I do feel bad for in this situation? Doug. And why? They were literally one match off auto qualifying for champs, so they would have been in a spot where they're qualified, whatever. They'll just get another new player, but they don't have to worry about going through LCQ. Now they have to worry. They have to drop this player that they're really high on, that's really good, and pick up a new player right before the qualifier, and then qualify for champs. And if they don't qualify for champs, that's going to be despair.
Well, if they bring in Reese got 1 million. Like you get a lot of pro points from being a pro, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, listen, bro. The vibes are not going to be the same, bro. Like, and Reese is going to be tilted. Like, they're going to lose complete full.
Wait, how is Boston Academy not qualified then, Ben? If they have fucking Nero, like, shouldn't he have a shit ton of pro points?
No,
the pros don't have a lot of points. Wait, the pros don't have a lot of points.
Slays in the chat.
They nerfed the amount of points that pros get whenever they transfer down to challengers, because it used to be this thing where there would be people that would place really fucking high, like really well in like the last 2 years of challengers, and then pros would come in and they would basically have way more points than they would, so they would just shift everything.
Wait, Tom.
Yeah.
Bro, can we talk about how Pat actually tried to beat me though at that event? Boy, cut his hand and everything.
Wait, yeah, nah. Isn't that crazy though? He got a little baby cut though. He got a little baby cut.
And Ian, to answer your question about how Doug and them didn't auto qualify, Tom's team had like 1,000 more pro points than them. So
yeah, I feel bad for Tom. Did they get hoed?
Tom's team?
Yeah, I saw him tweeting about it. Like
they got hoed because GodRx got picked up on a team and they pushed him out of pro point contention.
Timmy got dropped for GodRx.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
But like, so there's going to be probably we're about to get to silly season in challengers, because now it's going to be a bunch of fugays and people.
Somebody just got to pick up that Abuza and let that shit rock.
That's what I'm saying.
He was frying.
Bro, where the fuck did Doug get his highlight in his map?
Nah.
Bro,
he looked like Decimate. He looked like Decimate in real life.
I'm looking for the one highlight that he has where he just goes nuts. He goes crazy, bro.
I think Abu's gonna be on CDL roster next year. Like he's different.
Yeah, Abuz is good. Abuz is good. He's definitely really good. He has
Dan Ghosty stats from challengers.
I don't know. I saw Boozer playing, bro. Dan Ghosty don't move like that.
By the way, he's been playing like this since the Breaking Point next tournament at the beginning of the season. We're just tucking everybody in. It's like, okay, well, B next.
Wait, how come? Like, is he not an option to get picked up by like?
He's in Europe, bro.
He's Belgian, so he would need a visa in order to
play
in the US.
Look at this, bro. Look at this.
It's gonna be a little bit tricky to do.
Yeah, champs, everything on the line. You need somebody to go massive and get down and dirty.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. In the clutch, Tom, in the clutch, pressure at its highest. Who you want? You want Doug or you want someone on Boston right now?
He's hitting you with those shimmies. You see Doug just hitting you with those hard shimmies. Yeah, you start like, oh, dude, here he goes. Doug says Martin shimmying. What's this guy gonna do? You know what I mean? I mean, bro, this is just clinical. This is nuts. And he gets it. Look, and look at this guy. And he plants the bomb too. And he plants the bomb. Gets in there. Right? Gotta do what you gotta do. Get the bomb down. Boom. Trade comes in.
Pop the 3-piece for the dub?
Come on, Ian. Come on. That's different. That's different.
They don't make him like that no more.
For real, yeah, for real.
I just want to see Doug get an opportunity, bro. Like if he shits it, like it's over, bro. Like what if he actually turns Boston around? I don't know. Storylines would be crazy.